Welcome to another episode of Live and Loud with me, Gasant Abarder. It's the post-COVID quarantine episode. Still feeling a little bit jittery and feeling some of the after effects of COVID, but luckily, I think that first jab helped me to cope with some of the mild symptoms. Mild for who? I don't know. It didn't feel very mild, but here I am, happy and healthy, and ready to forge ahead. This week, I want to talk a bit about reality TV shows. So we've got this habit in South Africa of copying everything that America does, that Britain does, and Australia, like MasterChef, Idols, Survivor, and we never quite, Big Brother even, we never quite come up with our own type of reality shows. And there's so much content out there to create a really original reality show. So I'm thinking here, let's take Survivor, for example. They go out to the Boondoes. I think they're on the West Coast at the moment. And granted, Nico Panaggio is a top host of the show. The production values are great. I can't say the same for Love Island SA. I think my 16-year-old son would have done a better job of that. But yeah, Survivor SA. Why go out there to the wild coast when surviving in SA is just taking a drive to work and back? If you can manage that and get home safely, you should win an immunity challenge and get a Steers burger or a Nando's chicken, whatever they get when they win a challenge. But imagine the contestants are put in a Cape Flats taxi, and the person or the contestant that has the lowest blood pressure or heart rate after the taxi ride wins the immunity challenge. Or on a Sunday, going through Camps Bay without contracting COVID, because in Camps Bay, at the restaurants, it's bumper to bumper. COVID doesn't exist. Nobody's wearing masks. If you get out of there and you test negative, you've won the challenge. So come on, guys, let's get real. We talk about outwit, outsmart, and outlast. If you can do that in South Africa in real life, you are a survivor. I'm saying to you guys, I had this idea when we were playing Scrabble the other day and thought maybe we must put a different spin on it. And can we come up with Cape Town phrases and words, Cape Flats phrases and words like your must be? I think a word like that, if you can pull it off, must give you a triple word score. So what I'm saying is the tribe has spoken. Let's come up with our own original TV shows, Let one of the challenges be getting tackled by Siya Kolisi. If you're still able to stand up after that, you win the immunity challenge. Or something like being able to finish a whole masala steak Gatsby in one sitting on your own. That will make you a true survivor. And now for the Live and Loud news segment. As you know, this isn't an ordinary news bulletin. It takes a look behind the scenes and looks at current issues, and it's more social commentary than your ordinary news bulletin. I want to delve into these anti-vaxxers and all these other quirky people like the Cape Independence Party that wants the Western Cape annexed from South Africa. They say they're going to have their own currency. They're going to source electricity from South Africa and other neighboring countries, but they want to be a sovereign state. And they feel that if they removed from South Africa, they can improve the lifestyles of people who live here. Yeah, right. So what I'm suggesting is to the anti-vaxxers out there, it's not just about you and your wishes or your whims. It's about keeping people safe and having respect for others around you and their lives. Seriously, you have no hesitation of taking a yellow fever shot or a malaria shot because then it allows you to go on holiday in Mozambique. So when you eat KFC's 11 herbs and spices, Have you ever questioned what goes into that? Do you know Coke's recipe? Maar julle suipie goed, soos it like it's going out of fashion. So I want to say to those anti-vaxxers, why don't you join the Cape Independence Party? We'll give you Seal Island, and we can have a Survivor series there. So if the tribe has spoken and your torch goes out, they can dump you into the sea and the great whites can deal with you. But just to say also to those guys from Cape Independence Party, like, your flag looks like the Confederate flag, man. It's very, very disturbing, you know? Like, get a grip, guys. We live in South Africa. We choose to live here. If you don't want to be here, gooi. Go to New Zealand, go to Australia, go live somewhere else. You know, we signed up, we fought hard for this democracy. And both of you groups actually can go take a hike. Because quite frankly, we love living in South Africa and we love being alive for the anti-vax community out there. And I don't think we must get into bullying or name calling, but hey, why not? I think if you protesting outside a hospital, which one of these groups are called for the 21st of August, seriously, you need to take a good long look at yourself in the mirror. See how many people around us are dying daily. And you need to think, just think, you know, about your family, your kids, the people around you, the people in your community. The vaccine is not going to prevent you from getting COVID, but it will keep you alive. And that's the most important thing. To the Cape Independence Party and the anti-vax community, we'll give you Seal Island. Go for it. Create your own currency there and let's see how long you last. We can send the boat out. You know what? We'll even give you Helen Ziller. For Live'nLoud news, I'm Gasant Abarder. So this segment is usually reserved for a blind test where I test an entrepreneur's product and I give it an on-the-spot review, something that I've never seen or heard from before. Please send us your product so we can test it. I want homegrown stuff. I want original stuff. I don't want big corporates sending me their stuff. I'm not an influencer. I just want to put your product out there on the market, give an honest review and get it out there. But because I'm still isolating to be safe, I want to focus on a consumer issue. And in line with the outwit, outsmart, outlast, we know that all the fiber, Wi-Fi service providers talk about unthrottled, uncapped, unswerved internet. That's not happening at my house. So this segment is unfortunately dedicated to AfriHost. I pay them almost R1,000 a month for Wi-Fi, for fiber Wi-Fi. And they promised a lot in the beginning. It was going great guns. Now, almost on the daily, I have to reboot the router, plug out the OND, which is the fiber box, and then when I call them asking for support, they say to me that I must do a self-assessment. Now, I'm not a techie. I have a MacBook that doesn't support LAN cables, so they want me to plug the laptop directly into my MacBook, which I can't do unless I buy a converter at my own cost. They won't come out because they don't have service technicians. And they say to me that the problem could be with the fiber provider, which is Vumatel. But I don't have a relationship with Vumatel. My relationship is with AfriHost. So I'm saying to you, AfriHost, why are you making troubleshooting my problem if I'm paying for your service? And your person actually said to me, borrow a Windows machine and borrow somebody's LAN cable and then do a test. I mean, I'm sorry. There are too many service providers out there for me to be married to you guys. So this is where the relationship ends. This is the official divorce. I'm going with a different service provider because, quite frankly, you guys promised a lot. I'm working from home and it's just not working. If we have two devices connected to the Wi-Fi. It slows down. It's embarrassing. I can't even make a proper Zoom call. And you've let me down, guys. So, unthrottled, uncapped, unswerved, for I just want you to be lekker. And to the rest of you all, be lekker. Life's too short. Have a good laugh at yourself. And I'll see you next week.